J.K. Rowling's path from a destitute single mother on welfare to the creator of a billion-dollar fortune is one of the most extreme financial transformations in modern history. In the early 1990s, she was so poor she could not afford the cost of heating her own apartment. While she is now a global household name, her transition from state-assisted survival to an international empire remains a documented anomaly. Her story suggests that her rock-bottom circumstances provided the specific pressure needed to turn a creative project into a necessary means of escape. In the early 1990s, following the collapse of her marriage, Rowling moved to Edinburgh, Scotland, to start over. She was raising an infant daughter alone, without a steady income. As this photograph of an unemployment office shows, surviving on the UK welfare state required navigating long queues and minimal support. Living on the edge of homelessness took a severe psychological toll, leading to a long period of clinical depression. To stay warm during the day without running up a heating bill, she would walk her baby in a stroller to local cafes that were open to the public. These cafes became her workspace. She would sit there for hours, writing by hand while her daughter slept beside her in the stroller. This isolating environment acted as a pressure cooker, making her fictional world a vital refuge from her daily reality. The story she was developing involved an orphan boy who discovers he is a wizard and is whisked away to a magical boarding school. Because she couldn't afford a computer, she drafted the entire manuscript in longhand across a series of very cheap notebooks. Once the draft was finished, she began the slow process of submitting it to publishing houses, hoping one would see its potential. This tally tracks her progress through the industry. She received 12 consecutive rejections from publishers who believed stories about magic were no longer commercially viable. These experts focused on market trends, missing the connection readers would eventually make with Rowling's characters. Finally, Bloomsbury, a small publisher in London, agreed to take a chance on the book. Their caution was evident in the numbers. As this visualization shows, they ordered an initial print run of just 500 copies, a fraction of a typical commercial release. This is the cover of that first release in 1997, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Despite the low expectations, the book became an immediate massive success in the UK, quickly attracting interest from international publishers. Bloomsbury's small gamble bypassed the usual industry gatekeepers, placing the story directly in front of an audience that had been waiting for it. That first book led to 6 sequels and a film franchise that would dominate global culture for more than a decade. These retail stacks represent a volume of sales that eventually surpassed 600 million copies worldwide. The series has been translated into more than 80 languages, making it a staple of bookstores in nearly every country. Financially, Rowling moved from receiving government welfare payments to having an estimated net worth of over $1 billion. Her success recalibrated the financial potential for novelists, proving that a literary property could reach the same valuation as a major multinational corporation. With her wealth secured, Rowling shifted her focus toward long-term philanthropic work. She has donated hundreds of millions of dollars to organizations working to improve social welfare. Many of these donations go directly to families and children facing the same poverty and depression she experienced in Edinburgh. The same environment that once forced her into a fictional world eventually provided the capital to address the real-world problems she once lived through. From a cold apartment to a global icon, follow for more true stories of the people behind the world's most significant successes.